Hello, executive Christian businessmen. I'm so glad you're back and ready to go. I'm Amy Maglayo, certified professional life coach for Christian marriage and personal development. I'm the founder and life coach practitioner at Amy Maglayo Coaching, life coaching for strategic growth and lasting change. And this is my YouTube channel, Strategic Husband AMC, made specifically for you. I want you to win in your marriage, and my mission is getting you there. We're going to reach new heights through maximizing your return on investment in marriage so you can get it right with your wife to thrive. Episode 7, Part 1 was the R in RISE, renewing your mind. Episode 7, Part 2 was about I, investing in God, and S, surrendering control. Today's episode is episode 7, part 3. E, equip to advance, the last part of your 4-part strategic battle plan to rise, a Christ-centered framework designed to equip you to break through discouragement and despair in your marriage so you can win the war within and position yourself to win the battle for a thriving marriage. If you or your wife are facing deep depression or serious mental health challenges, please seek support from a licensed medical professional. This episode is not intended to address clinical conditions. Today's episode is about equipping you to advance through humility, accountability, and the 5 pillars of Christ-centered leadership in marriage, so you can rise out of discouragement with purpose, identify your blind spots, and elevate your impact in your marriage. But before we get into that, I'm going to give you some strategic insight and some insider tips to give you the edge you need to win in marriage. You've gathered tools like renewing your mind, investing in God, and surrendering control, and may have started to sharpen them. But decisive victory demands more, and that's making a choice to be all in to win. I'm not talking about quitting your job or anything dramatic like that. I'm talking about being all in with your mission to rise with purpose, the vision and commitment to fight for the fullness and richness of God's design for marriage. You may not know what that really looks like yet, but deep down you know that much more is possible, and I'm going to help you get it. Real breakthrough begins with a choice, a clear, conscious decision to do things differently, to invite God in this time, and to see what happens when He leads the way. But this decision will cost you. Every great victory demands investment, time to strategize, energy to execute, and the resources to fuel the vision. It requires passion, consistency, and the commitment to see it through. Gentlemen, you already understand this. You've built careers, teams, and results by justifying the cost with the returns. But this time, the return is far greater than you can ever imagine. When you align with God's vision, striving eases and strategy begins. Your investment gains purpose. Your process builds a legacy, and you step into the man God created you to be, strong, focused, and unstoppable. And the key to making this achievable as you navigate the real and pressing demands of your career is efficiency, maximizing your return on investment wisely. Okay, let's get into equipping you to advance through humility. As an executive Christian businessman that is often serving many people very well, humility is a key trait to cultivate when strengthening your marriage. It takes humility to be honest about what's going on in your heart, in your mind, and your home. Start building momentum towards reconnection by digging deeper within yourself to uncover the sources of your disconnection so you can precisely target areas that matter. That's how you create breakthroughs and the kind of transformation that doesn't just change your mindset and marriage, but reshapes your legacy. Utilize fasting and prayer to help bring humility into your life and marriage. Fasting and prayer are powerful weapons to silence the noise of the world and the flesh. Fasting humbles the body, and prayer strengthens the spirit. Together, fasting and prayer can break spiritual strongholds and heighten your discernment so you can hear God clearly, respond with bold faith, and lead with purpose and conviction. Equip yourself with accountability. You may be reluctant to look at or admit how your patterns of behavior are hurting your marriage, but your wife isn't blind to them. When you're not behaving in ways that build unity and support emotional intimacy, it pushes her further and further away. The longer you delay taking ownership, the more trust erodes and the harder it becomes to repair. Real leadership starts when you stop defending what's broken and begin the hard work of restoring what matters most. Partner with trusted Christian mentors, with me, a certified professional life coach, or a mental health professional who can help you confront what's continuing to immobilize you and hinder real change and growth. Identify the obstacles, release what you need to, so you can walk in the freedom Christ offers and step boldly into a new season of your life and marriage. Equipped to advance by strengthening these 5 pillars of Christ-centered leadership in marriage. Number 1, spiritual leadership. Number 2, emotional maturity and presence. Number 3, consistent integrity. Number 4, servant heart action. And number 5, vision and direction. Remember, your wife desires a husband that cherishes her and leads with excellence as a spiritual head of your home. With that in mind, I'm going to read out some questions so you can evaluate your leadership in marriage on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, where 1 is weak and 10 is leading with excellence. This will help you to pinpoint exactly where you can apply yourself more effectively to get it right with your wife. The questions for each category encapsulates the traits she's looking for, so keep that in mind when evaluating yourself. Just give me a 1 to 10. Say it out loud, and I'll repeat the categories at the end as well. Number 1, spiritual leadership. How regularly do you seek God's wisdom and guidance in your marriage and strive to align your actions with what honors God? 1 to 10, what's your number? Number 2, emotional maturity and presence. How consistently do you show emotional maturity and presence by listening with empathy, being vulnerable about your own struggles, and responding to your wife with patience instead of defensiveness, anger, or withdrawal? 1 to 10, what's your number? Number 3, consistent integrity. How consistently do you live with integrity, aligning your private and public life, keeping your word, owning your mistakes, and honoring your wife through your words, actions, and boundaries? 1 to 10, what's your number? Number 4, servant heart action. How intentionally do you lead with a servant's heart, putting your wife and your family's needs above your own comfort and sharing responsibilities without being asked? 1 to 10, what's your number? And 5, vision and direction. How clearly are you leading your marriage with vision and direction, pursuing growth, uplifting your wife, and intentionally building a Christ-centered legacy together? 1 to 10, what's your number? Your results will show you where to focus first. Again, those 5 pillars of Christ-centered leadership in marriage are 1, spiritual leadership; 2, emotional maturity and presence; 3, consistent integrity; 4, servant heart action; and 5, vision and direction. Let's align your leadership at home with God's design so you can finally reap the reward of all the time, effort, and energy you've sown into your marriage. Transformation doesn't happen by chance. It's built through consistency, vision, and conviction, daily choices that align with God's design. That's how you rise into a warrior and lead like you've never led before. Partnering with me as your life coach or just connecting to see how coaching with me can help a friend is simple. Since we meet online, I can be anywhere you are, your car, at the office, between meetings, or whenever works for you. Your time is now. Just book your free 45-minute online strategic meet today with the link below so we can get started creating the change that can transform your life. Action drives results, so let's go.